Do you want to know what's happening around the world of sports? Look no further than The Bench with your host, Blaine Owl.
Welcome back, everybody. We are fresh on this Tuesday afternoon, back from school. Yesterday we had it off, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so we're back in action. Another episode of The Bench. Got a lot to talk about. First, we're going to head to Miami, where the Super Bowl will be played this year. We got the Kansas City Chiefs, and we got the San Francisco 49ers going head-to-head. Definitely the two best teams. They've ran the table, and they're getting a chance to go down there and play for that Lombardi Trophy. We're going to talk about those games that got them there right now. First, we're going to start off with the Chiefs with a 35-24 win over the Titans. Patrick Mahomes, outstanding. Yet again, down 10. Mahomes magic comes alive. He's running around, scrambling, sidearm slinging it. Just fantastic. One of the best quarterbacks I've seen since I've been alive, to be honest. A lot of people have been saying, anybody can do that with all the talent around him, which is also very true. He has Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, a lot of receivers that are just, playmakers. And him, the offensive line protects him like no other. So, but we're not going to take that away from them. I'm sure they're celebrating, but, also getting straight to work. They got a couple weeks to prepare for the Niners defense, which is just ferocious throughout the whole year. That again, they won 35-24 over the Titans. They did shut down Derrick Henry. They forced Tannehill to throw more. That's not what the Titans were. That's not what they have been all year. They've been a run-first team. And, once they figured out Henry, they shut him down. They were able to get rolling, and they're going to be a hard team to beat with that high-powered offense. To the next game, we have the 49ers, who beat the Packers Sunday, pardon me. That was a 37-20 victory for the Niners. Jimmy Garoppolo played great, and at one point it was 27-0. Just a total, fast pace, just boom, boom, hit him right in the face. Packers didn't know how to recover. Down 27-0 headed into halftime. Actually, it was crazy to see that game. Actually, after halftime, to be honest, I kind of stopped watching. We had it on, but I wasn't dialed in because it was just like, what is the point of this game? They're just crushing them. Garoppolo played well. The running back for the Niners, who had been cut by 7 different teams, that's crazy to think, had a record day, was running all over that Packer defense. Aaron Rodgers struggled. Devontae Adams, was kind of shut down. Richard Sherman I saw a video of him, was just, upheld with emotions after the game, to be back after suffering that torn ACL with the Seahawks, being let go, didn't play for a year. A lot of people thought he was done. Made a comeback with the Niners and is, heading back to the Super Bowl for the second time. He did go with Seattle. Obviously, that one year they did lose on that slant. I'm not sure what they were trying to do. When they had beast mode, they should have just ran it. But anyways, that was a past Super Bowl. For this Super Bowl, my quick prediction, it might change, but I am rooting for the 49ers, and I hope they do win. I just really want to see a good game, nothing like the Packers game. I don't want to see a blowout. I want to see back and forth all the way to the end. That's how the Super Bowl should be. Of course, there's a couple Buckeyes on the Niners. That's also why I'm rooting for them. Nick Bosa, Rookie of the Year, playing great on the defensive line. So hopefully the Niners can pull it out, but either way, I think we're going to get a great, great game. Next, we head to something that's very rarely talked about on this show, is the UFC. 246, we had a huge fight, Conor McGregor's return, Donald Cowboy Cerrone. A lot of, build up into this one from way back years ago when there was a giant press conference, if you want to call it, and, they were just kind of taking shots at each other. McGregor's been out of it for 2 years. He's been in some trouble here or there. Since the Khabib fight, he definitely changed. But something that I did notice was how much more, respectful, kind, not even, just overall a better person, it seemed like, since, everything happened. I even think he went to jail at one point in those couple years off. He just seemed like he's in the right place, which is good for, all of MMA and especially good for him to, make the return. Coming in, he had to go gain weight to get up to, Cowboys division. And up until this fight, it is no argument said that Donald Cowboy Cerrone owned that division. It was like 36-13 heading into the fight, and Conor was 21-4. I watched the fight, all 40 seconds of it. To be honest, it probably wasn't worth, buying that fight for that much money and, watching it. I do want to give a quick shout out to Jim Seaver. We were over at Dylan's house this weekend. He did buy the fight for us. So, without him, we wouldn't have been able to watch it. But a couple of things that I did pick up. Obviously, right out the gate, Conor was looking for a quick knockout. They hit him with some shoulder checks. Got his nose to bleed pretty good. And then after that, it was over. There was a kick to the face. And, once you hit the ground in the MMA, usually it's quickly over, and that's how it was. But after the fight, like I was saying earlier, tremendous respect from both fighters. Someone said, there was bloodshed, but not bad blood at all. Conor went over there, congratulated him. And then I saw Cerrone's mom come in, give him a hug. And then right after that, Conor McGregor went over there and, gave her a hug. And, it was definitely one of the more respectful matches that I've seen in the UFC, which is good for, the culture and everything that, there's so much, bad blood that I feel like is always going on in there, which is, it should be. It's a physical, violent sport, probably the most violent sport that we have. Two guys beating the crap out of each other. Sometimes it can get ugly, but, it was good to see everyone getting along and, much respected. And, I hope Conor McGregor is on the right track. I've already seen rumors of who he might fight next. There could be a rematch with Khabib, Jose Masvidal, who holds the belt for, I believe, the division above the one he just fought in. So definitely, looking to see who he's going to fight next. It was a great fight, fun to watch. Next, I want to give a quick shout out to our Piqua High School sports. Lance Reeves Hicks, for the third meet in a row, takes home first place. The big man wrestling the highest weight division, I believe. That is correct. 285 from AJ. Dominating last three meets, first place. I'm not sure of his overall record, but if you have to win a meet, you can't lose. So I'm pretty sure he's up there. He has one loss on the season. So yeah. He's just kicking butt. A lot of the other pickle wrestlers, I have seen some names. Andrew Hall, Peter Braden Offenbacher are up there, 4th, 5th places, which is, still very good. They're young, working on their craft, which you like to see. But, Lance, unstoppable force so far. He's going to continue to maybe go for 4 or 5 in a row for first place. Like AJ said, that first loss was to a defending state championship who's going to college to wrestle. Congratulations to Lance Reeves Hicks. And then also our boys basketball team on Friday night headed to Sydney in a great matchup, one of the better games I've seen them play all year. They just kind of fell short, 73-65. I think it was an 8-point loss. Drayshawn Roberts had 21 points, just the freshman. He's unstoppable off the hesitation dribble. Speed was just killing Sydney. Shrub poured in 19. But at the end, they missed a couple shots that they needed. The refs, honestly, now I'm being biased, I'm a Pickle fan, but I think the refs kind of, gave Sydney some calls that shouldn't have been there, and kind of dictated towards the end of the game. But when it came down to it, they had their runs, we had their runs, back and forth. Fun game, we just did not pull out the win. And then on Wednesday, we didn't have an episode on last Friday. The girls basketball team headed to Sydney for their rematch. They did win in a close one. I called that game with Iverson Ventura. It took a team effort. It took a last minute stand to get things going. Some clutch free throws made by Grunk. Aubrey Shrub played one of the more complete games I've seen out of a high school girl basketball player. Yeomans did struggle, had about 10 or 12. But, like I said, it was a team effort. A lot more people scored. And then just yesterday, the team took on Fairlawn, and Yeomans jumped back up to her dominant streak. She dropped 22 points in the Lady Indians' victory. As I saw, they moved to 11-5, and they have a game tomorrow home against Xenia. Again, me and Iverson Ventura will be on the call. It will be on the Indian Nation station. I'm not sure if it's going to be live or tape delayed. It will be live, so we're getting it back to live, so tune in. 7:30 is usually about tip-off for the Lady Indians. as we look forward to calling that game. We will be having a episode Friday. We will not be doing on Wednesday or Thursday since we just got back off the break. With that being said, thank you guys for all being here. It's been a great show so far. I'm loving what I'm doing. It's really fun. Commentating is something that I also really enjoy. I like it a lot. Keep working on it. Got another chance tomorrow. Like I said, tune in. It will be live streamed, Lady Indians versus the Xenia Buccaneers. And we look forward to seeing you guys there. And we look forward to seeing you back here on Friday with another episode of The Bench. I am your host, Blaine Uhl. Thank you and have a great day.